Hi, so my name is Mariza and I am the judge for Australia. So the first one, number one, Miss Worry Camarilla. I think that's how you pronounce it, number one. So just some pointers. So first of all, I would give her, my final score for the whole thing is 9 out of 10. I found her introduction very professional. So her welcome massage that she did in the beginning was also very different, and I really enjoyed that. Her introduction, like I said, was amazing. She looked outstanding. She really put a lot of effort into the way she looked. Her movements were very flowy. The only thing I would say why I gave her a 9 out of 10, she lost a few pointers in that she didn't take enough oil right from the beginning, so she kind of had to break up that flow of her massage because she didn't have enough oil right from the beginning. But otherwise, she was absolutely outstanding. Her welcome, her rhythm, the fact that she kept creating those little fire points in the abdomen, up the leg, on the arm. Very, very unique experience for somebody to experience. Also, another thing that I noticed, there was some oil dripping down the side of the abdomen, and I would probably suggest just probably a little bit less oil so you don't have that dripping down of the oil. So I gave her a 9 out of 10. Thank you. Hi, so the next contestant's name is Ricardo Sosa, and he's from Mexico, and he did reflexology with one extra modality, which was the pressure point, which he did on the feet, obviously, because it's reflexology. I loved his music, loved the introduction. I really loved the environment. It was very pleasant, lots of trees, lots of nature, absolutely gorgeous. He had very good hygiene, good sterilization, gloves, the whole shebang. I just feel like the bed is too low for his posture and he was bent over. So just bearing that in mind, I think you've always got to watch your posture when massaging. Other than that, I think the movements were very well executed and he had really good rhythm. He added his pressure point onto the soles of the feet very well, and so I've actually given him a 9. So well done, Ricardo. Hi, so the following contestant's name is Katima Shantharacha. I think I've pronounced that right. She's from Thailand, and her speciality massage is Lomi Lomi. So I'd like to just start off by saying absolutely loved her music, lovely introduction, with her hugging and saying hello, and her introduction was lovely. Also loved her headgear. She put a lot of effort into the look and feel of her room. Her preparation was amazing. She first made contact with her client, and then she started with the Lomi Lomi. The only thing I would say is she only worked on the back and the back of the legs. I didn't see her flipping the client round at any point. Loved the fact that she started on the back. Also loved how she poured the oil out of the shell. I thought that was a very beautiful touch. And I loved the fact that she prepared her oil and she had enough oil. So she put oil on her hands and down her arms, and she had a heap of oil so she didn't have to break and then reapply oil. So I thought that was really amazing. So I actually gave her a 9. Very well done, Katima, and loved the rhythm of her Lomi Lomi. Only one thing I would suggest is just adjust that a bed a little bit higher so that you preserve your back and you don't hurt your back. Thank you so much. So I gave Katima a 9. Hi, so my next contestant is Brasida Kozka. She's from Albania, so it's Brasida. And she did the shiatsu massage with sound energy. I think her introduction was lovely. I loved the fact that she had a mattress on the floor. I think if you're going to be doing a lot of dancing around the client or stretching or it's really good for the client to feel very safe with those movements. And I think the fact that her mattress was right on the floor, I think that was a great option. Loved the music, loved the whole setup, and obviously she was flowing from the massage that was done, which was a touch therapy massage, to then doing the aura massage, and she also did quite a bit of treatment on that third eye, clicking with the fingers as well. So I have given her an 8. Thank you. Okay, so my judging on Haggai Madhu from Israel, and he did the bamboo massage. So he did a lovely introduction. He was in nature. You just felt very relaxed in nature. I would have suggested that he did this treatment on the floor. At some points, the person he was massaging seemed like, it felt like he might have fallen off the bed, kind of a thing. So I would say, because there was so much stretching with the actual bamboo, which is great, I would probably suggest that this be done on the floor. But the use of the bamboo was fabulous. The stretch, just how he supported the body. He was actually on the bed supporting the body and massaging the inside of the thigh. So there was great use of the actual bamboo. The nature was amazing, the music was amazing, the introduction was amazing. What I would probably suggest is a little bit more free massaging in between that as well. I would have liked to have seen that. But other than that, my only thing I noticed would have been that the client, I think, would have felt more supported if they were on the floor on a mattress or something like that, further down on the actual floor. So I actually gave him an 8.5. Okay, so the next contestant is Miss Avashenko Nadezhda, and she's doing the Thai massage with one tool only. I presume that's her body. That was the one tool only. She's from Russia. So there was no introduction, as we all know. I found some of the movements were very unsupported, and I found that some of those unsupported movements could actually be very, very dangerous. So I would have liked to have seen more support. I did, however, like the music. I thought the music was very lovely. The surrounding was lovely that she created. Her movements were generally very rhythmical, but I would say that with some of those, particularly those back stretch movements, the client needs to be more supported and way more guided in those movements. So the movements were just too loose for me, particularly when I'm referring to those movements, I'm talking about those stretching movements only. The other movements were great. I would give her 7.5. So 7.5. Hi, so now I'd like to give my scoring to Marco Bergamini from Italy, where he does facial massage with one tool only. So he had a fabulous introduction, great, inhalations that he did with his customer. My only concern was that he lost a little bit of contact. Other than that, his massage was very rhythmical, very well thought out. I also thought that his sort of setup could have been a little bit more, he could have put a bit more effort in with that. I have given him a 7, and the reason why I've chosen to give him a 7 is he lost grip with his stones a couple of times, going up the neck area and even across the décolleté. He lost grip with his stones, so I have given him a 7. Okay, so the next person that I've judged is Ginjera Folgamart. Hope I've pronounced her name right. She's from Thailand, so and she uses the chair massage as her tool. So lovely introduction here. the rhythm was quite nice. The music was very soothing, lovely music. But I've given her a 7. And the reason I gave her a 7 was I found that some of the movements were unsupported. And also the knee movement that she did in the back of the spine, that seemed quite unsupported and also can actually be quite a dangerous movement. So loss of support is my reasoning for giving her a 7. Thank you. Hi, so I'm now speaking about the next contestant, number 2. She's from Romania, Negrila Simonia. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's from Romania. I have to say I was very, very impressed. Introduction, everything was just absolutely outstanding. Fabulous rhythm. I actually gave her 9.5. Beautiful setting in nature, giving the client that beautiful connection to nature. Also, I loved the breathing. I think that so many people forget to breathe now, and I loved all that breathing. I do think breathing during the actual treatment, you've got to watch for that, because the client can be half asleep and that can kind of startle them, but that didn't happen. Also, I would have liked to have seen her doing more of the actual head massage techniques rather than the brushes, just my personal opinion. But otherwise, I absolutely loved what she did in her treatments. Also, I would suggest that Negrila watches her posture. Right in the beginning, she was doing movements right from the front, and she just needs to be careful of her posture. So she was doing movements positioned in the front of the actual client, but her movements were around the back. And so she was a little bit drooped over the client there. Music in the background was fabulous. And honestly, I was transformed. I was relaxed just watching the whole treatment. It was just amazing. So 9.5. Hi, so now I am going to talk about Erica Organo. She's from Italy, and I've just done my whole judging on her. So basically, she was doing a massage, obviously, but she had to incorporate the bamboo. Now, I loved her rhythm. I thought that was really good. I think her music was amazing. I think her presentation was fabulous. I just got a little bit concerned about her posture, and I'm not sure if it was the video, but it just looked like her posture was out quite a lot during her movements. It almost looked like she was quite uncomfortable. That's what I could see. So based on that's a big thing. So I gave her 8.5. But the implementation of the bamboo sticks was good. I would have liked to see more of that implementation. Also, I would have suggested probably starting on the back and then moving to the hands and the feet. So just the logical movement of the treatment as well. So I actually gave Erica Organo 8.5. Thank you.